Testing, testing, testing. Okay, we have audio. Let me also play a music in the background. Maybe SaGa Jazz. I like SaGa Jazz. Hey, Lunatic Screamer, welcome. Hello, Night Stamina. Okay, we have audio track now. Can improve a little bit. Let me make some coffee. We were discussing these new banners. 99 Stamina is a SaGa Frontier 1 fan, and he likely pulled for blue, right? Let me get the chat box. Fix it again. 5 more people arrive. Copy is also here. Welcome, Copy. Hey. Let me heat some water. Every announcement, SaGa Frontier 6. Did you see the... Yes, I saw it. I even posted on Discord my feelings. I also saw my own City of Wolves. Both are very good things, man. SaGa Frontier 6? Yeah, at least this time I was not confused. Street Fighter. Nice, man. I like the City of Wolves. What? I like Garo and City of Wolves as well. How are you all, my friends? I was feeling really strange today. And I went on to do a blood test, not a normal blood test, just to check on my glycemic levels, and they were high. The nurse said that they usually go high when you have a cold or influenza. I don't know, but it was pretty high. That's why I'm feeling so weak recently. But it's nothing serious. Should be fixed soon. Okay, so they announced it, man. I was not expecting this. School banners yesterday, on reset time. I was not expecting the announcements. It was supposed to be today's reset. My god, why is Saruin just a farm? I was gonna crazy for him leading the dark team. He can work on multiple enemies, but I don't want. Hello, Applegun, welcome. Like, these banners have problems. Some people want to pull. I wanted to. But I don't have many gems. I can PT one banner if I want to, but no. Why would I? I'm not sure about this. WP says last Saruin can still be used as a dark leader. Yes, because he has 30% damage reduction besides all the other effects, right? He's missing on defense boost effect, something that is appearing on leaders now. Yeah, because defense boosts are needed. So this banner here, guys. I don't know, we should be talking about blue first, right? Blue is a good unit. Professor is a good unit. It's even hard to explain Professor, viu? Really hard to explain. But Professor is even better now. But Saruin is disposable. They tried to make him work better for multi-enemies fights. Then Urpina... They made Urpina better. I still don't think I will use her. Aldora is really whatever. And then there's Creator. Creators, for those that miss it out on Kihachi, of course they are not exactly the same, but why though? He's cold and sun. There's one interesting thing that they gave him, made him Sun Leader. We don't have many Sun Leaders. We have Xenon, we have Final Press, who else? Yeah, the latest Spire is a heavy hitter. Yeah. Last story is not enough, sadly. The game is so crazy hard. It's becoming harder and harder. Yeah, and when you check what Saruin can do, he theoretically works if there are too many enemies, but... No, Saruin. About creator works everywhere. You can even farm if you want. 1 Mirza be a Sun Leader. You know what? I don't remember what Mirza does. I have to check. I checked it when he was released on JP, but since I don't play JP, it's easy to forget what they do. Ah, we also have Albert as a Sun Leader. It's just that I didn't pull for him. Another one of those characters that I didn't feel like worth. Why is Alan here? Just chose Mirza. Mirza? Yang attribute attack strengthening. Yang is Sun. Light armor sparkle. When using Sun attacks, recovers on BP, defense boosts to self. This is similar to Firebringer type of leadership. Grants a self OG gauge increase. For all? 35 points for all? Did you know that you can check the JP styles on RS or SDP? You know what? I knew, but forgot. I remember talking about it and then I forgot. How do you do that? You have to click... Where do you click? No, Pretinha, later. Good luck typing the name in Japanese though. Ah, yeah. You have to click... No, I don't think that's the case. Said later, Pretinha. Later. Click on the JP letters on the top right on the screen. I didn't know it was JP letters though. It's Korean. It says KO. Okay. The later ones, top right. Top is right. Okay. That's amazing. I remember when he did something like this, but I forgot to keep checking. That's insane. Good thing is that you can check via release date and it's super fast. It's faster than the JP website. But how is the translation from Google on this? Octo, you can check the JP styles on rsrs.xyz now. Been for some time actually. Mirza. Not really working well here, Google Translate. Yeah, you can translate the page, but it was not working for me. Let me keep on with now for now, because I know how now works, and we will just lose more time. Elemental Sun Nullify. Self, this one is for him. And for him. And for him. It's 35 points of OG Gauge is for everyone, no matter the element. Does he have anything to decrease damage taken for everyone besides the sun effects? Grant. Elemental Sun improved 20% 5 times. No, he does not have anything like damage reduction. They may actually give him, because global is global. I have to manually click the translate. I did manually click the translate and it still didn't work. Sometimes you have to restart Google. So yeah, another Sun Specialist. Although not at the levels that we wanted. Just adds more, but not on the levels that we wanted. Now let me go back to Reddit. Shiny armors for everyone, yeah, that I know. That's the sun element effect. But look at what they did to Creator. Green Finger to all allies. When a sun attack lands, they will recover HP, BP, and then an attack and defense boost of small effect. Defense boost small is 10%. Attack boost small is 5 if I'm not mistaken. It's very low. Medium is 10. So it doesn't say there's a limit here. It must not have a limit. Usually when the effects have lower values, it doesn't have limits. But there's also a BP 1 here. Sometimes it's just 1 BP. I would not know. They have not been giving. They haven't been giving as crazy as before. Yeah, no limit to the WP. Ah, that can be interesting then. But Empress doesn't chase. Xenon chases. Blue will also be good here because he will attack multiple times. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. Thing is, how long will this character survive? If we are talking about SaGa Emerald Beyond coming soon, and then after we have Romancing Saga 3 with 4 styles, I will have to say that Aldora and Urpina and Sarwin are really average or whatever. With the other 3 having applications that can be interesting, but then it's just 3 characters again in 2 different banners. Hard to justify. Let me get my coffee, friends. So, Blue is actually even better than he was in JP for us. I'm gonna start talking predicting it. So it would hurt to come only later, but I feel like she knows I'm streaming. There must be a reason for her to come here all time. Right, Bertinha? You're not there yet. Lolo Banner is coming later. Time has yet to come. So, Blue got some little buffs to intelligence and dexterity that barely make any impact. But he does have okay endurance and wheel, not as high as the best tanks we have available right now. But the changes that they made makes a lot of sense if you look. Attack lands, recover HP. When we were using Vagnus to try to beat the 310 stage from Spiral, we saw the problem that if Wagner is the last one standing, he won't survive. Blue has mechanics that can allow him to solo bosses, especially with how we are dealing with Conte now. Michelle says, remember that created an Eldora were really strong. Maybe on release Aldoran, but... look, battle begins with 13 BP. You don't even need 13 BP, that's strange. It's one of the first times that we're seeing a character having higher BP count on start without even needing that. As you can see here, this is the same type of skill as Madeline's. Madeline is stronger, his case just 8 power, but he gives 1 BP to everyone, including himself, so that decreases to 9. And when you consider that you start with 13, when you attack, you will get another 1, and then another 3. And another 2 by turn begins. You can actually use this skill twice in a row. It's not Aldora's side grade of silence. We'll be checking out. So it's cool that we can cast 2 defense boosts. By the way that he operates, if he chases, he can actually keep using this more and more to keep up 3 defense boosts. In a tank, it's pretty cool. We have that part of Wagner's that gives you defense boost when he's attacked. Other counters will have that in JP as well. But I kind of still like when you have something that works from turn 1, especially in a fast skill. And he is not too fast, though if the enemy has fast skills, he can actually suffer a little. So, besides, he does have formal stance. That is the same type of passive that the first real good Julian has. So, he applies taunt to himself, stealth to other allies, so on turn 2 he already has the highest taunt possible for him. And then we have this new type of effect called Realization. So, this one is just to self, right? Because it doesn't say group. When an OG or weak attack lands, you're gonna get the weak and OG attack boost. I feel like those should be 2 boosts, right? Because that's probably what Enz was saying. And they say large effect in a passive should be 20%. So it can actually become 40 if you are landing weak attacks, and you should. But then the other 20 is on overdrive. I don't know. That doesn't make much difference, but you still get 1 BP. When attacking weak or overdrive, right? 1 BP. Or is this just, this is strange, because it says battle begins on BP plus 3. This is still in the same sentence, but I don't think it's the same case. Don't weak or OG attack boosts have greater value? Good question. Let me check here on the spreadsheet. I don't know if they added attack. Maybe it's not here. Weak. No, it's not here. Weak attack boost from passive can be saw on Nadart. We could theoretically check Nadart, it's 40%. So let's see how they call Nadart's passive. On JP at least. This can help us comprehend. Also, Gustav has... I think Gustav is easier to see. But for him, it's called... Yeah, it's higher because the extreme or super maximum on JP means 50% for normal types of damage, and weak attacks it's 70%. And the other one you're talking about, WP, it's the same one as we get from overdrive and combo parts, right? That should be 40%. I guess it's 40% each. That should be the case. Hey, Thiago Travi, welcome. Hello, New Flux, welcome. Olá, Blue Hype, the buffs today are insane. Yeah, I'm looking on Blue's buffs, and I do believe that he became much better than JP, and he was already good on JP. I'm checking here, can you confirm? It should be 40% for this attack boost or not? Or it should be very large for that. If it's large, maybe 30. I'm not totally sure. Let me check Gustav. Well, we're making much better. Yeah, all of these units is keep or not. This is asking Knight Relief. Depends. Blue as a unit is good. Creator is good. And what's the other one that is good as well? Professor. The first banner is probably the one that I should recommend because there's Professor that it has very good buffs as well in blue. While the other banner has Creator, but it's just Creator there calling the attention. The other cards are not all that impressive. I was lucky enough to get a run on Hardy Boss Fast level where I could get a 6 seconds replay. Ah, you can get it. You can just keep trying till you get it. You're making around 200 gens each day. Have you watched my video where I explain how to do it? European and Eldora are amazing too. Right now, we have to be careful, Neoflux, because overall these units are just way too similar to other stuff that we'll be seeing. So, like, they don't feel exclusives, they don't have a unique design. Gustav, I said, right? Let's go for Great Swords. Right now, all styles are being released with good stuff. Not gonna change this party run, so sad they are bad styles which are skyrocketing. You can just restart so you can get. But the next update, they will remove the animation that shows the passives triggering. Later, Pratinha. This one is Maximum. Here. Here it says weak attack super large 40. It should be 30, guys. Let's assume it's 30. 30 and 30. Double buffs. 30 for weak, 30 for overdrive. And 1 BP. Getting directly attacked will decrease damage taken and counter with submarine light arrows. That is already kind of broken, right? You were saying that it's cool that Emperor can counter with 2 times double dark blade, right? 2 times S power. But 7 hits. It's 7, right? Submarine light arrows. Let me check here. There's looking but some woman on the rear. No, that's his ad. These are ads. I'm not. You're not exclusive. Have you checked it out, Blue? He's using a bow. That's very exclusive. That is. Wait, no, don't remove that stage. What do you mean, don't remove that stage? So Shirei, right? First Shirei. Submarine light arrows, 7 hits. Yes, I was not wrong. That's already pretty strong. With triple S weapons, 3 hits of E power is already close to 4S damage in calculation. So it's kind of like he's attacking twice with 4S power attacks on counter. That's really strong. The thing is, he does not buff his dexterity. He relies on boosts to do more. While Emperor can buff SGR to improve his damage as well, and even attack boosts. Well, now he got attack boosts, right? Also, when he attacks, he's gonna self-heal and apply a defense up to 10 times. The defense up is limited, but the HP recovery is permanent. Then also there's this thing here. He can give up to 5 heat ups or 50% damage improval. This is similar to Kihachi's second style. 5 EP per turn at least. Then it is attack boost. So total 65% improval for the squad. Attack boost ramps completely changes Blue. He barely does damage before, but now he's a real counter DPS. Counters get easily into overdrive, right? Feel like he needed a chase, right? You attack and he gets 30-30. When he counters another 30-30. Let's say that in fights where we usually want to bring tanks or counter tanks, we are attacked directly at least 3 times. So that would be 60, 60, 60, 180. The attack itself will give more. 240. Would say 340. On overdrive, of course. But the thing is, what I wanted to test here, Neoflux, with Blue would be reverse Kihachi. Yeah, bring Xeno. In the future, we can bring Sarah. and apply the weak point focus Sun on the enemy. Because if he counters with 7 hits, like 3 times, that's already close to Kihachi levels of number of hits. That's a lot. So he works pretty well with kind of characters that applies Sun Defense Down. Pierce Defense Down will still take time to appear, but Sun Defense Down already appears on Xenon and will appear on Sarah. Sarah or is it Monica? Let me check again, man, because it's a Romancing Saga 3 banner. Maybe I'm speaking it wrongly. I know it's one of these Romancing Saga 3 styles. He got Pierce attack down with Johan. You were right. You were right. Johan. It was a global exclusive change, I forgot. He already works well with Johan then. His version is the... No, it's not the weaker one. No, wait. No, but it's not weak point focus. Weak point for him is just slash. Yeah, I was not wrong then. He does have Pierce Defense Down via Purple Shadow Strike, but that's not that much. It doesn't apply a passive on the enemy. Hard special farming stage. 6 to 9 seconds is preferable, right? Well, he's mainly for Remembrance, but I guess you can use him like that. Yeah, well, Remembrance Megalith is over. I know that the other bosses will have direct attacks and all, but will that be a game changer? I don't know. But that's what I was thinking, to maybe use him like a reverse Kihachi. In specific fights, it's still a little restricted. It's not like Kihachi for sure. Let me see if it's Monica who has the Sun. Yeah, it is. She has both Pierce and Sun. Look, Pierce and Sun. Then Blue is gonna trigger both. In the case of Xeno, it's just Sun, right? Yeah, she's the better version of him. But it lasts for 3 turns, right? That's the worst part. Has to keep casting. Has to keep casting. Never saw the Monica before. She's coming. She's coming. And people will pull on the other banner first in this one, though. Because the other banner has Katarina and has Ellen. Weak marker, Pierce. Yeah, Mikhail has Pierce. But theoretically, it would be nice to use it with Monica. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, she applies that effect, and his counters will do insane amounts of damage. It will be Kihachi levels of damage, even. But Kihachi still has Laceration, so Laceration RNG can be insane. He then has 20% damage increase at all times, reduces damage taken by 30, counterattack increases by probably 50. Well, because of the 10 defense ups, he's trying to get close to Final Emperor. I still believe Final Emperor as a whole is better, of course. But he's now very good. At least a 4.5 and, I don't know, maybe even a 5. I'm not so sure. I like that it has a fast defense boost, that is amazing. The second one is a little bit confusing. You may not even need to use this skill in the fight. It's fast one time, gives you damage block for 2 turns. Why would he need? He's already a tank. And then a defense up that decreases damage taken by 30. Well, if he's a soloer, then that would be nice. But with a full party, you probably don't need to cast this. But you can. So if you have Monica and Xeno along blue, they will do massive damage. Yeah, I don't think you need Xeno once you have Monica, because Xeno is just part of the damage. But Monica, yeah, Monica will improve his damage by quite a lot. So I believe it's at least a 4.5. I don't know what you guys think. Please tell me here on the comment section what you think. But I like the changes they made to him. Before it was just a 4. But now he can self-heal, he becomes super tanky, his damage can scale well. The fact that it's Sun and Pierce means it doesn't have that much competition. Most counters are slash plus something. So, kinda unique. Also, both type. Not many competition. Do he need to use a skill to counter? No! Even better. Every time that he's directly attacked, he counters with some Marine Light arrows. There is no need of inheritance. People could say that he can inherit from his UGX style, but then use that in someone else in a party that has a mage. You know what I'm talking about, right, Copy? Because you pull it for Enhanced Magic. So you can inherit Enhanced Magic and send it to someone, lose 1 turn, and then keep using him as he is. You can have the heal skill as well. Can, but then... I think that heals is interesting, but... yeah. You also pull it for UDX Blue. I did not. But that is interesting now that he just wastes 1 turn to improve the damage of a spellcaster by quite a lot. Imagine if he's on Joe's squad. There's no Sun Magic Nukers yet. Oh, but you can give Enhanced Magic to Joe, for example. So, at least a 4.5. Tell me, guys, if you believe it's okay or if you need a higher grade. The changes that they made to Professor are a little bigger, even. It's tempting. Patrick will kill everything. Haha, Patrick. They buffed Professor Endurance by quite a lot, but again, that must be because of the current remembrances that are super hard. Dexterity barely buffed. Agility, well, buffed in Will as well. I don't know why she has intelligence, though. No need for intelligence. So, look, we have Super Screw Guard already. For guns, it's already giving you some nice support. That increases damage taken for everyone by 30%, as long as everyone is alive. Then improve damage by 10%. She herself gets another 30%. She gets yet another 30 via offensive and defensive skills and another 30% improve in damage. She also always chains with Bound Shot Plus. That is a double S power attack. This is not an important part. It's more about all the other stuff. It's even hard to start this, man. She has 2 different gimmicks that improve the party support. Let me see here. Hot Pursuit. When attacking... chases. On overdrive, chases with skill 3. So, what is skill 3? Patrick doesn't see damaging wells. I still don't understand why. He was designed to be a well style. WP says, I think he's a 4.5, thank you. Goddess is not really a mage. She deals physical type of damage. She can inflict status with other styles. The others, but not this one, yeah. So, this part here. Let's talk about High Spirited times. It says activates S3. And then it says High Spirit times. So I believe it will be triggering 2 times from the skill itself and 2 times just by attacking on overdrive. Although I'm not so sure, the wording here is strange. Then when attack lands, you're gonna buff SGR, Dexterity, Intelligence, Will, and Charisma. You're just not buffing Agility here. It's just 5% to all allies. But then... look, you already had 2 from this if you are using. Another 2, and another 2 because of the chase. That means 6. Is that right, Neoflux? And everyone will be able to trigger this for everyone. Look at the quotes. I'm still confused. Let me check how they say High Spirit times work on JP. My voice is disappearing a little, guys, sorry. The second part of the passive is battle start only. Ah! Battle begins. But then it stops here, battle begins. Then OG attack. Still confusing. Because this is a break. Let me check, Professor. This might be a thing we need to see the data download. The quotes includes denotes the entire ability. Still unsure about. Oops. Ah, okay. I feel like to make sense, this OG attack part should be. No. Battle Begins gives Hot Pursuit, and Hot Pursuit has the chases. Why do we need a passive with a name to have chase attacks? We don't always need that. And then he's explaining how high spirit times work. So we will use this attack and then chase with it. That's the biggest value, right? 4 effects. And 4 with each character giving 5% buff to everyone up to 2 times. Is that what it means? Here it said all older allied survivors. Ah. All allied survivors, all friendly survivors. The other one is just gonna start. So up to 2 times, 5% buff to offensive status and healing status. So 4 stacks with every character attacking twice. And then 5 characters in the party. That's 40 times 5%. No, I'm probably doing something wrong. It's impossible. So 4 stacks. Multiplied by 2. Multiplied by 5. 40. Multiplied each. It says we can reach 200 status buffing. Am I going wrong with this calculation? This high spirit cash out like Maha's buff. That your characters have to attack, yeah. That's why she's fast, but agility's not that high on global, or is it? 109%. Of course, we have to remember that when everyone buffs, the first one that was buffing will not get the whole effect. If you consider that your last character finished attacking, and you had 4 stacks of all of that, you can buff up to 200. Because status buffs are different, they decay, you won't see all that big improvement. But you can also use this with Rearguard Focus Formation, for example, and then the last ones to attack are in the background. Like it triggers all then with a single attack. You're going to attack. It says before attacking, she already casts to herself. And then it's kind of like how POE works. So instead of debuffing, it's buffing. It's reverse POE. My voice is disappearing, sorry guys. Reverse POE here. But higher values. Retrigger all of them with a single attack. No, you have to attack twice. Your character have to have a chase. The chat should be 20 to 30 buffs per turn for the party. Based on that, now everyone has chases, right? Look, it's you have a chase as well, so it's 4 stacks. 4 stacks. Oh, sorry, I did something. Did something wrong in the calculation. Yeah, you get 4 stacks with 2 attacks. So Let me read. I don't know if you need a chase. Maha's buff consumes all of them in a single attack. Are you sure? Let me check, Maha. This one is max of 1 times. Maha's teaching 1 time. No, her is different. Professor is 2 times. Four times multiplied by 5. Multiplied by 5 again. It's up to 100% buffs. So up to 100% buffs, but no, well, there's wheel buffs here as well. This is big. How is Professor on JP? She had this, but... she got doubled. The EK Kai time... No, wait. Vogal Pursuit. No, she had this already. What did change then? Why is this in bold? Started in blue. Welcome, Permanent Bandit. Ah, Sin, you are here. Welcome. Sorry. I missed it. That's the start of battle. This one here. But it was already here. Ah, it was just self before. It was changed to all. Ah, but it's just start. It doesn't change much. But okay, that's just the first part of Professor. That's the second part yet. That unparalleled. And this is big. It says to all allies. What was it? Grants all order, but not herself. Unparalleled. Ah, okay. So unparalleled, it's strange because it says 5 times, right? And unparalleled gives you 2 BP, action order increase, and also an attack boost. The action order lasts for 2 turns, so it will reach very high value. Unparalleled for 5 times means that you will be stacking these effects. Here it says guard up medium. Wait, no, wait. I'm wrong. Unparalleled does not have the description included here. That's something different. Yeah, Unparalleled is only on her description. I remember seeing that someone asked this for hands, and he said that it's from the last Professor. Unparalleled, it's here. This is that skill that you could give to someone so that that character will be super crazy. You use this once and then that character will get lots of buffs. People use this Professor to beat some remembrance fights. Now it's giving it to everyone, right? Parallel 5 times to all allies. You can now recast this, right? You cannot recast. You can with her ass too. Ah yeah, for another 5 times. 3 times per battle. I haven't checked that part yet. Oh yeah. Kinda crazy when you think about it. It's a fast HP recover that gives unparalleled 5 times to all allies. She can totally replace Rose in Remembrance. If you get Rose and Professor, you can even skip the SaGa Emerald Beyond supporters for gun, but you need another damage dealer. 5 turns. It means that you can actually have this for 20 turns fights. You never need more than 20 turns in a fight. Yeah, 20 turns is insane. If you're careful, it sounds like you're sick and you may be straining. Yeah, every time I try to get my voice back, I have to force my throat, and it just hurts more. But I have to work, friends. I spent part of the day sleeping, taking medicines, but it's not enough yet. So this is parallel. If we wanted to cast multiple times, we can as well. You can, for example, cast parallel 3 times on turn 1, 2, and 3. In that case, you will not stack morale up, you're not going to stack the guard up, but you will still be giving the extra BP and the extra buffs. In some fights, this can help you be boss rushing. Kinda like, similar to Maria, that you can recast, you lose part of the effects. In Maria's case, you don't lose. But you can, just to get more buffs. You can reach, how much? 60% buffs on start for all status for some turns. Some turns it will stack. And the extra VP generation may be crazy. If the fight's gonna last for only, I don't know, 10 turns, you can just use a lot of it, one after another. Just for the extra VP and extra buffs. That's crazy. Also, turn begins, she gets 2 extra VP. Action order increase. And then attack boost. To all allies. 30% to all allies. By turn ends, gets 45 points of OG. And you want to get into OG as much as possible. We were talking about inheriting the exciting reload shot. But I don't know if you will want to actually have that, because you want that high spirit times as well. Best setup is to keep using this skill. To buff. But it's not like she would not work with the extra bullets too. Using her S3 gives much more buffs, and you will never need that much BP. Yeah, I'm just saying, theoretically, if you could kill a boss in 6 turns, for example, and you wanted to use Professor as one of your buffers, theoretically works. Would you inherit the extra bullet? Is Mr. Scher going to pull? Not planning no, so far. If Saruin was not in this banner and we had Creator in this banner, I would have pulled it. But this is cool. She replaces all healers for gun squads. She can replace Rose. She can give even more buffs. Pretty cool if you want to have some good support for future. I feel like she also deserves a 4.5. I would not give her a 5 because it's still... I don't know, it's still not like the top of the game. But it's a good one, indeed. I'm not sure, maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like she has similar value as Blue. Really good. So far only Blue and Professor are rated. When you think about her Remembrance utility, it should be a 5, because there's no other place to be used. You cannot replace Rose, she doesn't give defense. She does, she gives guard up. Remember, unparalleled. Guard up, it's medium though. 25%. But I mean, for those that didn't pull for Rose, I mean, they will have something. She also gives Super Screw. No, they're 30. 30 and 25, it's not that bad. And also buffs Will. Or will buffs will stay on the Roadblocker fight? Has the buffs, well, why would you? You have to keep using S3. Unless the enemies remove your buffs. You can stun. Confusion. Ah, this skill is funny. Defense drop. necessary at all. Just a Mirza Benos. What do you mean, Case Piper? Any replacement for Professor in the near future? Exactly like she is, I'm not so sure, but yes, you have enough support in the future. If you want to skip her. The ideal setup is to OG S3 every turn. Yeah, you will not want to switch. The attack is strange. It's a 77 mod. Double S power with 77 mod? 77 mod is triple... No, it's 4S power. There's something wrong here. And she always chases. Double S power as well. And the extra chase on overdrive. Damage is not really important. It still says 77. Oh, it's coded like that. Well, supposed to be incoming or skip it before Emerald Tsunami. It's just this school banners. Then Minstrel. No. Yeah, Minstrel and Mirza banner. And then after that, Emerald Beyond Nightmare. Or Dream. Depends. These banners. Then Minstrel banner. With Dark and Mirza. And then after that, SaGa Emerald Beyond banners. It is good for new players to pull on the SaGa Emerald Beyond banners because they can benefit from the inheritance of the welfare styles. These characters can be actually pretty good by themselves. Mirza is incoming, yes, and you like Mirza, right? So, I feel like she deserves at least a 4.5. It may not be everything you need, like she won't replace the meta units that defend your party. But she's good enough. She's also not as impactful as Maha is for mage squads, but she's easier to use. It's much easier to make a squad that likes SR Dexterity intelligence buffs. Even mages can benefit from her. I don't know. I feel like she may be better than Blue even. But I'm not so sure. But they are both at least 4.5s. Now let's talk about Saruin. What they did, buffed his intelligence to be same as STR in intelligence. Because they like hybrid units to have similar status, right? Endurance and Will are just okay, agility is just okay. Because he's actually a farmer. He starts the fight with 20 BP. And then he has this passive called Conquer. That's new. Turn begins and 3 hit ups of 20% for our allies. And then also self buff for 15% STR Dexterity Agility Intelligence. The Conqueror is to self, but the buffs is to all allies, right? That's what I got here. On their release day on JP, I saw people using Professor everywhere. Did you? That 20 turns thing is embarrassing, man. When attacking, always chase with skill 1. That is an AoE attack, deep power, that can debuff enemy will. Why? Road blocker. And also can stun. And you chase with this, so that you use the skill, and then you chase with... If you didn't stun yet, you can stun in the next. Oh man, so dumb. Also 50% chance to chase with skill 3. That is a 17 BP cost, triple S power attack that can apply defense down. It's funny that it's Slash and Lightning this time around. I already beated Great Sword for Road Blocker, so I don't really care about this. On OG attack, cast an attack boost of 10%. Oh my, that's super stupid. And a defense boost of medium effect should be 15% for 2 turns. And activates the skill tree. I guarantee skill tree. So that powerful triple S power attack. My turn end gets BP and OG Gouge. So you can actually use this skill on overdrive. You are going to get a chase. Sorry, this one here. And then you have a chance to chase again. So you can even attack 3 times with triple S power. That's a lot of power. But he can work for other boss fights with multiple enemies. Saruin is very useful. Saruin on the Thunder left, Dark team for Thunder team. Coward left on the weak side. Oh my god. So this character gets 5 BP here. Starts with 20, then weak maximum voltage. I think it's that passive where you get some part of it. It's for weak damage. Other part is for resisting damage, I guess. Let me check here. Yeah. No. Weak heat up. Ah, okay. That's 200 damage increase via weak attacks. Energy's word intrinsic. Yeah, it means that he's going to work on other fights as well. You can see that he can also cast Under Conqueror. Heat up. Defense up. And OBP to self. He's an AoE attacker. Saruin is a 5? Of course not. He will be a 3.5. It's not a bad at all, it's just that high BP cost skills. Damage made for bosses with multiple enemies. And lack of party support. Besides the status buffs, that is. 5 out of 100, huh? So I don't think like he's a very good use style. You can easily skip him. And then people will beat Spiral Coil or Floor with Saruin, of course, but that doesn't mean it was worth the extra 10 gens that you get by beating that Floor. You'll get someone later that will do the same job. What do y'all think about Saruin? I feel like this banner is a bronze, no, a silver plus probably, because Professor and Blue are good, but Saruin is not that good. I was thinking about silver for the other banner. I don't know if I am right. He's good for Wells. Yeah, he's good for Wells, but you get 100 gens on Wells. How can you evaluate ranking? Like I said, 0.2 out of Bert. Mumu not even here making jokes about Bert. Silver is a Mart again? Ah, Silver. So let's talk about Arpina. The first one of her banner. They buffed Endurance and Will. Saruin is a good extra if you get him. Yeah, but I'll only pity him if I was 2 multis away. If I was 3 or 4 multis, I may not pity. Unless I'm a fan. I like villains, but villains don't pay the bill. Saruin is the worst of the 6. Yeah, because he's just made for Wells, those non-focused styles. Then we have Arpina. Let's move to Arpina. 106% Endurance and Will because they buff it, but all the other status are average besides STR. Look who is here again. No, it's still not your time, Perkinia. Arpina starts with 12 BP, and then turn begins, gets Betting Lesson. 5 times 1 turn. When attack lands, attack boost to all allies. Landing a random attack, attack boost, and defense boost to all allies. And then 3 BP to self. But why does it say 5 times 1 turn? Betting Lesson is casted to the characters? Let me check again. And why is Arpina using a club again, right? Clubina. I don't remember if she's good with clubs. 5 times for herself, 2 times for everyone else. He's also made for those that didn't have Tatiana, so she does have damage. Start of turn grants self. Ball hitting knowledge. To self 5 times and then 2 others 2 times. But if it's just for 1 turn, how can you trigger 5 times? Ah, yeah, I know now. I was already forgetting that she's like Selma. She has multiple chases. He's also a counter unit. Actually, she was not really a counter unit, right? They made this in global. They improved her utility. She beats Megalith Dragon and is a damage dealer too. Okay, so her chases are pretty crazy. She always chases with skill 1, that already attacks 2 times. And there are plenty of different effects that she triggers when landing attacks. I feel like she's a better... which character has similar setup, man? We have some characters with similar setup. When she lands a random attack, she has a 30% attack boost. And a 10% defense boost. And when it's a normal attack, you have just the attack boost. So you want to keep using random attacks. And she will always chase with a random one. So you are going to apply this random attack here. So you will get at least 1 defense boost. Then, let me check the other attacks. Grand's Word. Single target. Doesn't say random. Single target. Single target. Oh, wait. This one attacks random 5 times. 1 time. Only the second one is not random. So 3 attacks of random, and maybe even the one that you were going to use. 4. She can cast 4 defense boosts that last for 2 turns. She's similar to Therese in this way then. 4 10 defense boosts, 10% defense boosts, and then another 4 on the next turn, stacking as much as 8. Not bad. Similar to how we got 8 with Monica as well. She gets extra 3 BP to self when using random attacks. Never wanna run out of PP. And the other allies will also get Battling Lesson. And they can also trigger stuff from random attacks. When she's directly attacked, she counters with an S-power attack that is blunt. This is just to stop multi-attacks from enemies. It says 5 times, but I found it strange. Because the second skill is not random. You can only trigger 4. Where am I missing something? Grand's Word. Ah, the counter. But on JP she didn't have counter. How would that reach 5? Cross break. First hit of cross break is not random. Her skill 3 is already random. Ah, her S2 is a counter. Let's get there. Attacks randomly 2 times. Skill 2. Taunts. In Grand Self, substitute for 1 time. When turn begins. Ah, it's because this will be permanent. When you are attacked, it counters with bottling artists. Ah, so you're going to counter twice. No. Substitute for 1 time. The counter will only appear once. I had not reached the second skill yet. Sorry, I'm also a little sick. But it's a substitute one time. The passive will last for the whole turn. On the next turn, actually. Turn begins, you enter the defensive counter. Ah, okay. If you want her to be a counter unit, you have to use skill 2. And if you want her to be a damage dealer, you are better off using skill 3. Before attacking, blunt attack boost. Extreme to self attack randomly one time, and then buffs all status to all allies. And she's going to recover all that BP generation. Yeah, she's much better than I thought. She's a replacement for Tatiana for those that don't have Tatiana. And using her and Tatiana together is easy. Those that were using people like... let me check here the latest club units. Club. Elizabeth. Totally replaceable now. Even this genie. Why use this genie? She replaced the genie entirely. Paulus still has a place to stay. Best club counter by far. Yeah, and it's even hard to bring bulk on when you have her, I guess. Because you may not even have space. It's better than I thought, yeah. This is also good because she just now can counter even if you just focus on skill 3. Because it would be bad to just use skill 2 to stop enemies from using multi-attacks. Now she can stop passively and keep using her skill 3. And chasing, because using skill 3 will amplify her damage by so much, because it gives her a blunt attack boost just for that turn. Then she chases with Double S power and then gives this all status buff to all allies. Yeah. It's a really weird counter skill. Yeah, you use it, you cast Taunt, and then you only counter for real the next turn. Because the turn begins, enters defensive counter stance. Mostly you use S2 though. Double counters give much more damage than S3. If you want to use her as a counter, that is, right? Because when you counter, you're just gonna counter with that S power attack. I'll probably rather use Falling Petals for a counter skill. Oh yeah. She already has her older mechanics as a counter. Falling Petals comes from her second global style. This one. And it's evasive counter stance. And the cool thing is that you're still gonna get a lot of effects even using this. And when you counter attack, you get extra BP. Yeah, for those that have at least the counter Pinas, they can get some good stuff from this one. Good thing, it's one of the last club units before a long time. Look. Club Pina, people should call her like that. Here, then there's Minstrel as a club user again, with Darkest Banner. And then you're gonna see clubs only with the elephant. Yes, the elephant. That's kinda it. If you want to succeed on Club Remembrance, and you get her, you will be safe for the foreseeable future. Who is this guy here? May we run Hana and Yuma Mail, Remembrance Baits. If you think about it, can she do more damage than Tatiana? For close? This is a 50% blunt attack boost. All the other boosts that she already applies, she chases with double hits E power, Grand's word is what again? I don't remember. Ah, but there's also the problem that it's turns multiply of 3. Ah, no, sorry. I was thinking that she was more like Selma. Selma gets new chases and they are kept. In this case, no. Multiply of 3 only. Even turns only. Ah, no, she won't replace Tatiana damage. Nowhere near close. Is she better than the other characters we just discussed? I don't know. She's an offensive buffer that gives attack boosts, better for fights where the enemy will remove your status. The only real club DPS that we've gotten since DPS, Tatiana. And she's not that high, but good enough. What would you guys say as a grade for her? A 4? 4.5? Let me go to the bathroom. I think SaGa Jazz has stopped it, right? Has not yet. But let's rewind its ending. I don't know if I like the way her counter works. It's different though. I mean, you don't want to use her in a random team. You want to use her in a random team. In that case, we're giving up to 30 small party defensive boosts. You think you can reach up to 30? It's 2 from... It's 10 from herself. Another 2. By 2 turns, that can be 4. 4. Wouldn't that be 26? That's stupid, yeah. He deserves at least a 4.5. He's like Therese. Remember when Therese got released? I remember saying to get her because she was kind of crazy. I don't want to miss out on this one because we can actually make some very crazy squads knowing who to pair her up. It's not just about the defense boosts, it's about the attack boosts as well, right, Influx? And those cannot be stopped. She gives the effects on turn begins as well. It's much better than many of the other characters that have to use a skill tree and be faster than the other party members, like even Professor. Yeah, Therese gives up to 10, not even close, and she was game-changing. I keep using her. That's what I mean. I say that I don't want to sleep on a character that will make a big impact. She can give 10 herself, like Therese, but adding more to others. Her damage is not as high as Therese, though. Therese had for no, I mean, even without Fornews, with Fornews she became better. Don't have many random attackers. Yeah, it's hard to use random attackers as well. Therese is easier to use, of course. Blunt Fornews. By the way, who the other one to offer a sub to this channel yesterday? Who not witnessed and wanted to tip your hat? He was Juice Mango. I don't know if Juice Mango is here, but say thanks anyway. He will like, I'm sure. Thanks, Juice Mango. It was exactly when you were going away, 99 stamina. It was Juice Mango. Speaking of it, if anyone wants to support the channel survives mostly via donations. So use the link here in the description. You can send a tip with a message that will appear during the live stream. If you cannot, don't worry, click the like button. It will help anyway. She works with a new creator and blue for random attacks. I hope Mango can see the... Obviously, she worked great with Tatiana. Ah, yeah, of course. On Remembrance. Club Remembrance is fully fixed if you get Urpina. Blue... Not entirely sure if he totally fixes Future Remembrance, but Professor probably does. In different banners. Tyler fixes Future Remembrances too. Tachi, Will, yes, Will. Fun is not random. Sorry to have missed that, thanks Mungo. Kills Parper also send thanks, copy, thanks guys. Ah, there's a new effect here also on Club. No, this is Aldora. Sorry, we'll be moving to Aldora. Arpina is really good, man, for Remembrance and all. I would say for now she's a 4.5. I don't know if she deserves a 5. You have to test her out. I don't think I gave a 5 to Therese though, because there are still problems building her up and all. So similar grade makes sense. No one here is a must-have. It's the fact that she gives Tatiana 8 extra BP per turn is sick. Is it 8? It's not. It's 6. Thought it was 6. Next week 7. No, 2 weeks. So let's check on Aldora though. Aldora is another hybrid. I don't really like these things, right? Sword, heat sword. Aldora has 120% SGR, just 96. Yeah, it's 6. That's what I thought. Senior Flux, you also saw it wrong. I'm sick, but I am not always wrong. Aldora's status were terrible, man. Seriously? Her status were 108 STR, 72% endurance. Nothing was higher than 100 besides STR. Battle begins, Fuel Overdrive Gauge. And overhands to all allies, 50%. Turn begins. OG full. Enters fast stance. Attacks Q lands, chase with Q3. OG. Love status defense boost to all allies. On OG attack, the effects are used. So if you use an OG, you're still gonna get both. S3 from A1 lands. You have a 50% chance to chase again with S3. Get 45 points of OG Gouge. Turn begins, attack boost overhands, blah blah blah. Ah! Very bad. I think Sarui is better. Tachi can trigger 3 effects. Neoflux. Will not that be 7? Wait. You said 8. Why 8? This will trigger twice. You can only trigger 2 times. So 2 times means 6. But does she get from the single as well? Turning is batting lesson. You said 2 times single, but only... You're saying to use that extraordinary spoon banging, right? You don't get the singles if the attack is random target. Yeah. If you use this skill and chase twice with triple stamp, then you're gonna get 7 maybe. No? If you're gonna use triple stamp only, you're only going to get 6. Ah, yeah, with 1 stack. Eos Piper's right on this. We cannot trigger 3 times. We cannot trigger 1 from a single and 2 times from random. She would have only got... Yeah, you're right. Does it say that on JP? Let's check. Hello, Coco. Welcome. How are you doing? Hello. Any gold banner this week? No, not this week. I checked the video, but I don't think they removed that. I don't think she will get 5. How will she get 5? It's either 4 or 6. Or 2. Either 2 or 4 or 6. Those are the only possible combinations. You were thinking that she could trigger both, right? That's what I thought a little. Still, it's pretty crazy. Tatiana will be using her best skill at it all the time. Why? Because the spoon attack is... Ah, okay. And that's from the spoon attack itself. No. My mother is talking to me. You got 6 is you a lot. Single part doesn't say include random. Yeah. 6 would be amazing. But then you will have to use the triple stamp attack and not the spoon attack. The spoon attack would then make a total of 5 because of the extra one you get here. But that would be better, I guess, overall. Okay, let's move to Aldora. I really feel like she's worse than Sunwing. Sorry. Really bad. But, okay. Let's check what else I haven't checked yet. She gives another overhand, 60%. Total of 110. Most of Overdrive specialists have this as well. Turn ends, 15 points of OG Gouge. That is not enough. Super fighting skills. I don't know what super fighting skills is. Ah, okay, the combo overdrive skill. It's the same as silence. 2 VP, attack boost, overhands. Turn ends, 15 points. Second skill, same thing as silence. Delay, recovery, but it's static recovery instead of attacking. Turn ends, fuel overdrive, gouge. Similar to Goddess, but Goddess is better. Goddess can use 3 times, but she does not have delay though. Delay can be good or not. Stupid skill. Buff status and defense boost. Silence applies defense boost on overdrive attacks. It's a side grade to silence, and pulling for silence I would never do. Got hit as an accident. I would use it anything else that would work, but for Wells, yeah, people will use her. Is it really good? No, I would not suggest. I feel like I can have an application for Saruin in a fight where there are multiple enemies, where I cannot find many applications for this Aldora. Or am I crazy, guys? Tell me. Can read all of this too much info rush in your brain? Yeah, I feel like most people that can read this have background as a coder. Because it's kind of how they explain it. It's a combination of Silence and Claudia. Claudia? Because she has the chance to keep attacking, right? Yeah, that part. Keep using her double S power attack. The good thing is that she always chases with skill 3. She always applies attack and defense boost, so she's better than Silence. She's essentially better than Silence. On her own meta, that means something, right? Wait, so what you don't like about her? That she's way too similar to something we already have. It's for longer fights, not bursting like Silence, because of the extra defense boosts, right? You are always going to chase with S3. It's kind of, to be honest, it's kind of similar-ish to... Sorry. To Minstrel as well. Current Minstrel chase attacks that have medium defense boost too. It's also like Monica, but her RNG is not as annoying since she applies defense. I feel like it's more that she's just a small upgrade over Silence, and I didn't really want to get Silence anyway, because these overdrive specialists are not giving enough most of the time. I don't have space for them in my parties. I have some water. I think I need to get warm water. Sorry. Back. On the subject of new characters being like old characters, some of us don't always have the old character in question. Yeah, makes sense. But I mean, it's not really an upgrade. It's more of a side grade. She probably buffs a little less than Silence does in turn 1, but she's better than Silence because she works farther, and she also recovers HP. She does not attack when she is applying the overdrive fuel. Can she recharge this healing? Because it's the only thing that heals overdrive gauge. For real. Oh no, Pretinha. Silence can keep charging in that. Every 3 turns. He cannot. On JP was just once per battle? It's just once. Oh, even worse. He buffs at least 5% all status on overdrive. Are you sure? Ah. 30 plus 20, yeah. I don't know, this is a 4 at most for me. I don't know. It's because we can already predict the fights we are going to bring this unit, and we can see that in some scenarios it won't work. She can replace Minstrel, she can replace Silence in some fights. Sometimes I feel like Minstrel is a good call for a fight because of the extra defense boosts. On overdrive, she's going to apply 2 defense boosts, but the problem here is that 2 turns, if she had a 3-turn effect, that would have been so much better. I would see myself using her. But for 2 turns, it means that she has to constantly overdrive. I may have to do a surgery, guys. They are investigating. I have ear pain since some time ago, and now that I am sneezing, it hurts even more. My bone structure here is hurting some of my nerve system, and I need to fix my I forgot the name of this. It's kind of out of place, like this, in this position. Doesn't look like, but it is. She's not game breaking in my opinion, but she's better than stuttering. That's because we are talking about only single target damage dealers, but sometimes don't we need an AoE attacker? Like on road blocker, like in some spiral fights where there are multiple enemies. Wouldn't he be a good call? I mean, still will not pull for any of those. Jaw, yeah, my jaw. Sorry. I'll make an exam Monday. I have a health plan. I have to try to do all of this. The fun part of this banner will go live while the Cordelia banner is still live. Yeah. I have to pay the health plan, but I can still use it for a while before it blocks. And I have some exams on Monday. It's called ATM. ATM. Ah, yeah, exactly this. This region here. ATM. That's the name of the exam I have to do. Means remember, I thought her S3 was AoE. It's not. It's not like Minstrel. The fun parts is banner will go live. Cordelia banner is still live. You have 1 day, right? Because they announced this banner before. So what do you guys think? Aldora 3.5 and Sarunia 3 makes sense. Compare it to all of these other styles that we have here. Let's go back to them again. Blue, Professor, and Arpina are 4.5s. Then Sarwin is maybe a 3 and Aldora 3.5. She gives 60 OG to herself, needs some support, but to be able to OG every turn. Yeah, her skill 3 gives how much? Doesn't say on JP. If it does have some good OG generation, I believe those skills usually have 12 points, usually. Sometimes 8, but usually 12. If it's 12 two times, because she always chases with S3, if you keep using skill 3, that's 24. And another 60, you should be able to overdrive most turns, yeah. Yeah, when she uses OG, she will not get those BP. Yeah, that is inconsistent indeed. You need either Cordelia or Hawk gives only 30. Just like Shuri, only 30. Yeah, we need 2 characters with OG specialists. 3 and 3.5 for the whole banner. No. Blue banner is a silver plus, I'm sure. I'm unsure about Urpina banner yet. But I may actually give you a silver plus award too, because there are 2 good characters here. I don't know. I'm getting there. But Aldora is skippable, much like Sarwin is skippable. With 30 extra, she just needs to get hit twice. It will depend on boss behavior though. You should have 32,000 on day 21 and be able to reach 40k before Peanut Banner ends. If you really want her, go for it. So let's move into the last one. Creator. Creator buffs were also good, giving him extra endurance and will, and his intelligence now is 142, very high as well. He has 30% damage increase and 40% damage reduction at all times. Weak maximum voltage gives him 200% damage increase from turn to 4 onwards via weak attacks. He is a Sun Specialist. He does other elemental types as well, but he's a Sun Specialist. What brings me into question sometimes, because bosses are just kind of triggering mechanics when you use other elements. That means that he may trigger wrong effects. Starts the fight with 15 because he needs 15 to use his skill 3. That is essentially similar to Kihachi, but he does a little more damage per hit, unless you're considering Laceration. Now, on Global, he also gives this green finger that for all allies. That is on Battle Begins. It will stay for the whole fight, for what I believe. When landing Sun attacks, you're gonna self-heal and get 1 BP. There's no limit, so if your character has chases, it will keep getting. They will also get an attack and defense boost of small effect. An attack of boost of small effect is 5%. Defense boost is 10. Defense boost lasts for 2 turns, can actually help. If your character has chase, that means maybe 4 defense boost or more. That is the exclusive part to the party that was given on Global. When he attacks a weak target, he will chase with skill 3. That part is crazy because Kihachi needs to trigger her special mechanics in order to get this. So you're gonna chase when landing weak attack with skill 3. But theoretically, if the enemy was weak to just hit, for example, you could use it skill number 2 and still chase with Cold and Sun. Well, it would be neutral, but that still triggers the effect. You always have also 50% chance to activate Purge, that is a 3 to 4 hit C power attack. So you'll be attacking 16 times most of the time and still sometimes get another 4 for 20 hits. Purge has Sun and Lightning, so you keep at least Sun all the time. People are actually not saving for SaGa and Beyond, is asking Applegun. I feel like most people are saving. You'll get at least enough for a pizza in the time that the first SaGa and banners are up, but not everyone has the same priorities, indeed. We're planning to skip near the banner at least. The thing is, I can only take it one banner at a time. Arpina banner comes before, SaGa beyond in global. So Arpina, you are focused on the moment. Yeah. You want Arpina, maybe you have luck. Okay, so that's all the things on the first passive. In the third. Then when a heat attack lands, that means that you're using the second skill. You apply an attack boost of 15% to all allies. If you are using a cold attack, a defense boost of 3 turns for all allies, 10% only. The good thing is, you will be using cold attacks. Because, look, S3 is cold and sun. And then you also have the chase that will be cold and sun. You can apply 2 small defense boosts to the party. When a lightning attack lands, this is something that will barely trigger. It comes from the 50% chance to activate Purge, or if you use skill number 1. You're going to apply defense down medium, decreasing defense of the enemy by 20%. 3 turns, stacks, it's not important. Sun attack also gives you between 2 to 5 VP randomly, because, of course, this guy needs a lot of VP generation. But the good thing is that this is also working for himself, Greenfinger. He had VP generation problems on JP. Now, you will usually be getting at least 5 VP because of the usage of this skill. And then the chase, that will give you 2 extra from Greenfinger. And then you can get even another 1 if you chase again via Purge, but let's say it's 5. And then when you are using Sun Attack, you get between 2 to 5. If you say that 3 is the average, we could say at least 6 more. So close to 11. Maybe sometimes 12. This character will get around 12 VP per turn, and will be able to attack between 16 and 20 hits. He doesn't get much from Overdrive. He is better to use, for example, on Hana squads. Hana squads don't like Kihachi. You can still use her because she explodes enemies and all. But he works better on Hana squads because he does not need to use anything fast. And the Greenfinger effect will not be so impactful because it's hard to make full Sun squads. But I feel like Creator is pretty cool. He deserves a 5 maybe. I'm not so sure because he is close to Kihachi power levels. He's just missing out the laceration or something to improve the defense down. But bring 4 news, Kihachi, and this Creator together, and you're gonna see some very crazy stuff happening. Because laceration will be triggered from Creator as well. And you can even bring something like... This will decrease his own power, but it will improve Kihachi's Creator. Can bring that Halloween Inheritance. Call it Sun Shower. That will apply Sundered for 2 turns. This will decrease the defense of the enemy by 10% if I'm not mistaken. It's just for 1 turn, but you can have 2 stacks. It's not as good as Laceration, but also works. So you can inherit Sun Shower because it's cheap and you can keep casting to improve Kihachi damage together with cold damage in a 4-user squad. If you can use these characters because the game is blocking us, it will be very nice. Skipping for SaGa and Beyond really only matters if you want to do the hardest content the second it drops. I just want to collect people pool. If you just want to collect people pool for who they like. Makes sense. So I don't know, I feel like this damage potential of Creator is too high to not give him a 5. We are in need of very extremely powerful damage dealers. He's probably the best one of the banner if you are thinking about damage, of course. But people with Kihachi can easily skip it. It's not needed, it's overkill. So what do you think? He's a 5 or not? If he's a 5 and then... because he also gives defense boost to the party, we have to remember that. He gives it via the Greenfinger effect. And he gives as well via using cold attacks. I feel like he deserves a 5. Even through his skippable. Another one of those cases. So, Creator and Arpina, Silver Plus as well. Almost Kihachi damage and lots of support. 5 is a no-brainer. Yeah, that's what I believe. So both banners will be Silver Plus. Capivara will love this. And the thing is, you can live without Creator, and the other cards are adding more, like Blue adds more for people that already have Creator. Sorry, Kihachi. And Professor as well. They are bringing new stuff. But if you skip it Kihachi, now it's time to pull 4 Creator because of the way he works. He's a damage dealer with defense boost. He's kind of like a mix of Therese and Kihachi together. Sometimes if you just felt like you could not bring both Kihachi and Therese, it happened to me. You can bring Creator and he will do a little bit of both and actually serve you well. Also remember that Creator is AoE. What do you mean AoE? His attack is not AoE. It's random. He also works well with Tatiana. Tatiana is from her on the same banner. Ah, Sun Shower is AoE. Only he working with a Mia magic damage per Professor. Then Blue Creator and Urpina, Aldor and Saruin. So you feel like Professor is a 5 new Flux? Or is it just because of Order of Impact, even if it's not a 5? What do you think? Use Piper, WP, Copy, Sim. I don't know if Slug is here. It's hard to say if Professor is really above this other tree, but they have very, very similar value. Professor looking promising, but I'll be sure with RSRS data later. The way that the passives work. Go for the pixel art. If it's like that, I'm not gonna stop pulling. I think one thing to be careful of, though, it's whether or not Mirza will be indeed next week. If Mirza just gets released in a single banner week, they will buff him more than we think. Just based on meta, the only problem with Professor is if Tsuna does basically everything she does, plus it's a great DPS. Yeah, because Tsuna is coming so soon, giving a 5 for Professor may make people confused. Oh my god, what just happened? Was I not paying attention? Thank you so much, Neoflux, my friend. Thanks for the stream. Get rest and get healthy. Thank you so much for this help, friend. Let me say thanks, guys. Let's say thanks to Neoflux. Really, this makes a difference, man. It's almost the price of my health plan. It's like 70%. Even, yeah, because it increased. Thanks so much. Let me try to use Virtu Dog because I could not do Virtu Dog last time. I did! That's probably my first Virtu Dog. Thanks a lot, Neoflux. Really, really. Really appreciate it. I will still make the preview today because I feel like it's better. A little before midnight, I'll be able to make the preview. This time, it's getting complicated. It's nice that we have banner talk because it's like, if you don't agree with me, it's always okay to not agree with me. But we can discuss this. I was always open to discussion. Sometimes I feel like I may have been a little bit of a stillborn person, but I try to be comprehensive, usually. I'm trying my best. So I like to get some feedback. Sometimes people will be like, okay, I'm on the left side, okay, I'm on the right side, and we won't know what's the right side, and we can make mistakes, but it's nice that we can have this time to talk about all the styles. But tell me, what do you think about that part of the the Professor being a 5 or not? But is it really on Flux or is it Mr. Miss? Oh yeah, I still don't know. No, it's Neoflux. It's Neoflux. Thank you. A lot of virtual hugs here. There's even a... Ah, Juice Buggle is here! Juice, 99 stamina, thanked you. I think you were not here before. Thanked you for the gift. He even sent a heart with a cross. Thank you so much, friend. You were saving for emeralds and beyond. Oh, so just wanna finish this part about Professor being a 5 or not. For now, I believe I'll give you a 4.5. And I do think like Blue, Professor, and Erpina have similar value. If you don't have Kihachi, I will still say that Creator is the best one than the other three. If you have Kihachi, then Creator decreases in value for you exclusively. And then all the 4 characters have similar value. Both banners are silver awards, in my opinion. With Creator being the number 5, the other ones like Erpina, Professor, and Blue being a 4.5. Sarwin, a 3, and Aldora 3.5. I have no idea, but she helps Gun a lot more than Blue does Bow. Yeah, because she's not situational. Blue is. If the enemy does not attack you directly, what is he even doing in your party? While Professor helps all the time, right? But the thing is, this Blue is just as good as many other counter units. But being Bow is whatever in this case. When you are a counter unit, it doesn't matter that much your weapon, unless you are talking about Megalith Dragon. Blue will not really do much. You think that he won't do 310? Because of the elemental. If it was not this element, then maybe not. Professor did reach OP tiers. Never reached OP tiers. Never. That's the first really impactful Professor style. Some people may say that the other ones were great. The latest Professor allowed people to do Megalith Dragon faster by improving one of their damage dealers. But not big impact. Now it's a big impact. Just because SaGa Emerald Beyond is close, I'll put her on 4.5 because she's going to be really good, but I'm not going to be a must-pull compared to them. And there are a lot of gunners there, right? A lot of gunners. Besides for the Remembrance. It still works without Remembrance. All of them work. It's good because these banners have characters that work both inside or outside Remembrance. We had Tyler that is just Remember exclusive, while Professor is both a hardcore type challenge, but also Remembrance. So that helps. Erpina works on both as well. Blue and Remembrance may offer less depending on boss behavior. But even then, he has that defense boost, man. He still helps. They are not one-dimensional. That's the best thing. 310 is a joke with Bald Lahad, but it's probably tough for those without... you were not here yesterday, Neoflux. I don't know if you were, but... were you? I don't remember you yesterday. I beat it super fast. It was one of the first things I fought to bring Galahad. We beat it in 19 turns. I posted a video today, but it was a little too late. But it was a joke. It wasn't. Did you thought about bringing Galahad as well? Because it was so fun. They made a very tough challenge and then Galahad beats. You're gonna have to go, Copy. Thanks so much for passing. I'm gonna finish the stream as well. I'll be making the video version in around 1 hour and a half or 2 hours. I'm gonna have my dinner, take more medicines, and be back later, okay? So, my friends, I feel like that's the case. Do you guys think any better is better than the other? It's hard to say. It's more about personal view and box. If your box is in need of support for gun, then first better is nice. Because man, it's gun and bow. Nice. And the other one is club and Kihachi levels of power. Or close to Kihachi levels of power. It's hard to say which one is the best. First try Taylor using wings, but change it to Desert Lance and he destroy it. To use Desert use that chicken wings formation, you have to place it on the non-taunt slot because the taunt slot does not give endurance and will. Although it's not like he really needs, but it's better. Let's Bart self-immolation, give defense boost like Galahad Freeze Spike. Freeze Spike does not give defense boost, it's by attacking that he gets that. So Barthélemy doesn't have that type of thing. I think Emerald has. Emerald has a similar setup to Galahad, but it's fire-based. Oh yeah! Can't we win 310 with just Emerald using fire? The enemy is also weak to fire. At least I have Freeze Spike, so I just need to wait a new batch of tickets. Yeah, you didn't ticket him? Winch is not giving off taunt, he doesn't get hurt anyway. Ah, when attacking, yeah. Bart Trick Circles gets defense boost. But does he self heal as well? Galahad, it works super well because he heals so much and applies lots of defense boosts. New status cap for beating 300. If you manage to do it, Ikai, ping me, please. Or anyone with Emerald can try as well. 300 is hard, man. I feel like it's the hardest to beat of the recent times. With hard support. You love Emerald, but never tried her with self-immolation. It probably works. You might need Will to do it with Emerald. Ah, to bring a Will and other characters in order to give more effects. Yeah, like we do with Vargas and Gustavo in Galahad, yeah. Emerald doesn't have far 4 news though. She doesn't. But will she survive to the end? Because some people did it without 4 news, New Flux. So since no one said anything about which banner is better, my recommendation will still be to wait. Hold. If Mirza banner is not good for you, it's okay to pull here if you can still save for at least 1 PT for Emerald Beyond. If you cannot save 1 PT for Emerald Beyond, it may be better to just skip this banner and Mirza banner as well. You know, I use it also old Ice Lean to charge attack for Galahad. Ah, you kept the whole party, I solo it. Suppose we need to check the fire support cards we have. We have plenty, but they never give enough. There's always something missing. Mirza is good on JP. He's an OG booster with some status buffing for himself. He also decreases damage if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think he stays in the meta for too long. Minstrel was good. Let's check before we leave. But in the meanwhile, guys, I just want to thank you all for being here. I will be releasing the video soon. And if you can click the like button before we leave, it will be amazing. This Minstrel is club as well, right? One of the last ones. Oops. Where is it? Minstrel. Club. Debuff stacks with intelligence. Royal down large. Royal down large again. This. Attacking with blunt. Ah, he's a blunt leader. Quantum Lullaby Plus. This is a skill from his past version. Stun. Debuff Will. Why? Gold blocker. I beat it. Change with this one. Ah. This is that Etoildor Plus. Good, but nothing special. Prior counter Vagnus is better than Emerald anyway. Yeah, a lot more damage. Maybe she works, but yeah, people with Vagnus will use Vagnus. Wish I could tax them both New Flux. It's in R1 is important. People who arc the Emerald beyond round 1 will be the most important. With Suna Hack, we will average 10,000 gens a week, I believe. We are getting more than that, I believe. I still think we get like 50 to 55,000 gens a month. We get so much. They are still generous. It's just that they want us to pull on at least 2 or 3 banners per month. And that is hard for those that just use free gens. It was easier before, but not anymore. Suna and Top Hat. Yes, Hugueness. So friends, I'm going. Thank you so much for being here. As always, click like button if you can. And I see you soon on the next video or live stream. Tomorrow will be live during reset time as well. Goodbye. To get more campaign as JP, and they got like 30,000 gens when SaGa Emerald Beyond banners first drop it. Oh, so a lot of people to pull, right? Thank you all.